He's hilarious, and
I wish you could hear what we could hear.
I know, and maybe it's best you don't, but you really should hear what we hear.
That's right. Do you hear what I hear?
Tony, Tony. Foul mouth Tony. Good call on the coat, Tim.
Yes, I am. Tim Wigman. I'm there. Intro. Welcome back.
And you see the order. Oh, you're holding up for Tim. I am. Great.
Welcome back to downtown Lawrence and the 26th annual Old Fashioned Christmas Parade. With us now is Tim Wigman, owner of Boulevard Limousine and a very long-time friend, supporter, and advertiser and sponsor. That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That's good. Of TV25. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Well, if you're gonna do anything, go big or go home. That's what I would say.
And can we just first get the elephant out of the way? Do you look like the Secret Service? Yes. That is
Especially
such a
now with the
head.
I even brought my friends with me.
I
got the reindeer put up there. They're
the Secret
very
Service
festive.
would not do that. That's right.
Very festive. No.
Yeah. I mean, you look really professional. I really like it.
Well, thank
It's
you.
refreshing to see a limo business owner dressed the way that they should be.
Well,
in my opinion.
we do a chauffeur transportation service. We're not Uber. We're not wearing flip flops and polo. Your band T-shirt.
Pumping your music that you want.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, tell me, you've been doing this for such a long time. What kind of services do you all actually offer?
Well, Boulevard Limousine has been open. We opened up on February 1st of 2008, so we're coming up on 11 years now. Now, myself, I grew up in the industry, so I've been around in this industry my entire life. So we do the whole gamut as far as transportation goes. So if you just need a simple ride to the airport, we obviously do that. And of course, when you think traditional limousine service, you think proms, weddings, bachelor parties, bachelorette, we do that. But this time of year, our big thing is holiday light tours. And people, we truly do offer the best holiday light tours in Kansas City. We have families that come year after year.
You figure out where they're going to go, or do they say, here's where we want to go, or both?
We have a route that we do, but if people have something that they know about that they want to go to, we will customize their holiday light tour to take them to that.
How big are what's your biggest limo? Like, how many will it hold?
Well, we have everything from sedans, which typically do two or three people, and then we've got our SUVs, which will do 6 or 7. Stretch limousines are up to 14 people. We've got some limo sprinters, and then we have some shuttle buses and motor coaches, so we can really handle any size group that you've got.
You have it all.
You can.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And you said you offer some special holiday experiences as well. I'd like to hear, what's the go-to holiday spot for holiday lights? Where are you, besides Vince and Associates, let's just be honest.
Well,
honestly, as a display? I'm just
to
saying.
be honest with you, for the last 2 years on our holiday light tour, we don't go to Vince and Associates.
Thank you. Up top for that.
Because compared to the other displays that we found, Vince and Associates is kind of lackluster.
Right.
So our holiday light tours truly are very, very unique. The kids love them. And this year, we're doing something special that we've not ever done before.
What's that?
If you can't hire an entire private tour for yourself, we're actually doing tours from December 18th through December 23rd. And you can buy individual seats.
Oh.
You can buy individual seats, or you can do a family 4-pack or 5-pack.
Okay.
And to get information about that, what you need to do is you need to text PARADE to 44222. And during the live broadcast, we're actually going to enter you to win 2 seats on one of those tours between December 5th or December 18th and December 23rd.
Very
So again, all you need to do is text PARADE, 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 PARADE,
Sure?
spelling, parade, to 44222. Again, that number is 44222.
Okay.
You'll receive a response. Just reply with your email address. You'll enter it, and we'll choose that person at 11:45, and we'll announce it right before the end on who exactly it is, and we'll reach out to them via phone or email and let them know that they win.
That's really
cool. So that's good for our Facebook viewers as well, because
Yes.
they're
getting a jump start.
Facebook, the live broadcast, and even if this is one of the rebroadcasts that you see, go ahead and text it because you'll get some information. There's also a special discount code in there that you can get that you will get a special savings only allowed for TV25 viewers. It is an exclusive deal for TV25 viewers.
I love it.
So,
and what do you have for the host? I heard there was something special for TV25 hosts this year.
Yeah, pay full price for one ticket, and you can
pay
get the
full
second
price for
one
the
for the
other.
same price.
I see how it is. I see how it is, Tim
funny.
Wigman. Yes. Well, that's good. So, what do you have not a Facebook page, but maybe your website? I mean, how do people book with you?
we do have a Facebook page, and
Okay.
when it comes to these tours, the Facebook page is really easy to go to, facebook.com/Boulevard Limo, and Boulevard is abbreviated, so BLVDLIMO, and you'll see the events on there.
Okay.
And then there's a link to our website. Our website is boulevardlimokc.com. Okay. Boulevard is spelled out there, so the whole BOULEVARD LIMOKC.com.
And this is spelling class.
PRA.
I feel like we're doing all this stuff.
C-A-R-A-D-E.
Could you please use that in a sentence?
Boulevard.
I enjoy the Holiday Light Tour with Boulevard Limousine.
Ooh, I love it. That's good. That's very good.
Thank you so much.
Well, Tim, it's always fun to see you every year, and thank you for all your support with TV25 and our TV25 viewers as well.
Well,
So,
certainly, it's been a pleasure, and I don't care what that department store parade is up in New York. This is the best parade.
right? I hear you.
This is
Yeah.
the best parade. I can't wait until I see some of those floats.
Yeah.
The pumper trucks are awesome.
Well, Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas
Yes,
to you.
so good to see
Happy
you.
holidays, and
Yes.
have a great New Year.
Okay, well,
Thanks for being with us.
Thank
we'll be
you.
back with more Lawrence Old Fashioned Christmas Parade coverage from the front of the burger stand in downtown Lawrence, sponsored by, you heard it here, Boulevard Limousine. And you're
Yay.
watching TV25, where there's always something on.
Hot
Under
chocolate
entries.
with some,
Oh,
pepper
okay.
shots or like a bourbon in it or something.
Okay. And welcome back. We are in front of the burger stand in downtown Lawrence, Kansas. And I am Christy Porter, along with my host, Alexis Cooley, Kay Traver. Look who popped
Kay
in.
Traver.
Kay,
How
yes,
you doing?
and
Good
Max
to see you.
McDonald. And here with you for TV25's coverage of the Lawrence Old Fashioned Christmas Parade, sponsored by Santa Fe Tow and Boulevard Limousine. So we have a new person here on our panel, Kay Traver. Welcome to the
Hello.
group.
Good
The
morning.
beautiful Kay Traver. And we were saying earlier, the only one who is dressed smartly for this with her
Monsoon,
gloves, her
right.
ear bra that she
The
has on
monsoon.
standby,
My raincoat.
big
yes.
snowflake earrings, and her naughty shirt.
It's okay.
She
Tell
looks
us.
great, by the way.
Tell us
I
about yourself.
completely
Yes, sorry,
agree with you
Max.
guys.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank
Yes.
you. I am sort of a professional volunteer. I've been working so hard this week, and I'm sure through the next couple of weeks of all the wonderful Christmas things that we have going on in downtown Lawrence, helping out with the Santa Rescue last Friday and Festival of Trees this week. Santa had to be rescued. Yes, if you weren't down here on Friday at 5:30 every Black Friday, Santa is rescued from on top of Weavers.
What?
And then all the kids come and get to sit on Santa's lap, but we have performers from all over, from middle schools, from Theater Lawrence. They come and sing on stage,
Is that
and
the
it's
same
really fun.
day every year? Like what?
Same Friday after Thanksgiving every year, and
That's really funny.
Santa comes and shows up on top of Weavers, and then a
He's go
big
like, help me.
kind of, and a big fire truck comes and they lift the big ladder up, and he gets on there and they rescue him.
Okay,
and
that's kind of special.
It's awesome.
That's
and
really
it's,
cool.
We've been doing it every year downtown Lawrence, so that's great. And we've got Festival of Trees this weekend. We've got the gingerbread houses are over at Abe and Jake's.
Yes, those are very
Oh.
cool.
After the parade, if
Yeah.
you want to go inside someplace warm,
Yes.
if you're not going into one of the many wonderful restaurants down here, that's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
then over across town, there's a holiday festival over at Rock Chalk going on. So there's all kinds of
Ooh.
things each weekend.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that you're a serial volunteer.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's,
I work a little bit at City Wine Market, but
that's good.
I
feel
would
like
think you would have to work at a wine market, yes?
Yes.
With all the volunteering, yes?
Yes, so you
No?
gotta keep sane
I'm just
somewhere.
saying, you would have to, yeah, that's very good. I mean,
Tell me what else you volunteer for.
I used to be the marketing director over at Theater Lawrence, and so
Okay.
I volunteer helping.
I knew that, yeah.
I didn't for this show. They opened with Annie last night, but normally I help with painting sets or making armor
Oh my
or
God, you
weird
do
things like that.
everything.
Also at Topeka Civic Theater, I've acted over there. And I'm a reader over at Audio Reader for about 6 years, so I read for the blind.
Okay, wait.
I
What don't you do? Maybe
Right.
we should just start with that.
right, like, do you
well,
sleep?
So I'm not a volunteer fireman.
I
I'm not.
Well, with Tim
I
being here
kidded you.
before, I used to be a limo driver, and I dressed appropriately, but maybe I'd wear like tall black boots and a little hat.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's horrible.
High boots.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. Congratulations. That's really great. And I think we have another guest too. Oh, we have Bill with us. Oh, yeah.
So we have a
love Bill.
guest with us, guys. Bill Woods is coming up.
And he was with us.
He's off
last year.
camera with us.
Yeah.
And Bill, we can hear you. We can see you. We know you exist, but others can't see you. They can only hear you.
Good morning.
But we'll have
Good
him. Maybe we'll have him
morning.
sneak over here in front of the camera at some point.
Yes. You've got to tell us. Yeah, tell us about the parade and what your expertise is, and just tell us about yourself.
Okay. I was a county extension agriculture and 4-H agent for 34 years,
Okay.
and worked with a lot of kids with horse projects. I also grew up with horses. I've been bucked off many times,
Oh, man.
but no major injuries. But 4 years ago, I was asked to help with the parade. I'm a good friend of Steve. He used to be on our fair board, so that's how I got to know Steve. And anyway, it's fun. I've been to several parades. I remember one year talking on my phone and showing my mom back in Mankato pictures of the parade during the parade.
That's cool.
So it's a special memory because she's passed away since then. But boy, we're fortunate. The rain's kind of holding up right now,
Right.
and everybody should enjoy it.
Yeah.
Great parade.
Our first entries are coming down.
Yeah, they're first
Yeah.
one down here. That's right.
And I see some sun. Is that sun?
I would hope that's sun.
I think that was just the lights from the police car.
Oh, get
Sorry.
lights from the police car.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here come our first riders.
And there's a lot of umbrellas. I'm glad we have a monitor.
Yes,
Dog
this
wear
is
a hat
great.
before?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yes, the horses have arrived.
Yes.
How would I know that?
One of these outriders, and I don't know which one, has been to every parade 26 years.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
one of the
cow.
entries or one of the ones here? The
One of
first
the outriders, the
Oh,
guys
that's
in
really
the
cool.
vests.
And we have to start every parade with our flag, so it's so great to see the U.S. and the Kansas flag.
I just want to wave to them.
And I know.
Let's go ahead and all stand for the national anthem. Coming up Right, and the flag. Just to show our respect here on TV 25, we like to stand and
Be respectful.
Morning.
show our respect. Look at all the yellow ponchos.
Yep. What troopers
That's
being out
smart.
there in the rain and the chilly, but they come out every year, so that's great.
Oh, fantastic.
Those are the
Oh,
Buffalo
American.
Riders
These are Buffalo
from
soldiers.
Nicodemus, Kansas.
Exactly. There aren't too many of them
Beautiful
left anymore,
horses.
actually.
Awesome.
I don't know if you can hear them.
Yeah, can you hear them?
Yeah. They join us for the St. Patrick's Day parade as well every year, so we keep them active in our Lawrence parades.
Do you know how far this is? How far the actual parade route is?
I think it's just the 6 blocks from 6th to 11th
Oh,
Street.
wow. Okay, so
and they end at South
special.
Park.
This is Silent Sirloin in Kansas City, and they're very involved with the American Royal.
Yes, they are.
And that's a really great club, and it's been around for a very long time. This is great. Oh my God.
And look at this. Here's a 6-horse cart
Oh my God.
right here.
And
Looks
these
like
didn't
that's
think we had
Robert
one.
Motley, the Saddle and Sirloin Club of Kansas City, sponsored by Scott Temperature.
And those
right
beautiful
behind
Belgian
us.
horses going by.
I know, they're gorgeous.
Love that sound.
And the next one, this is the Brad Bradley and Family and Hetrick Air
Hetrick.
Services. Hetrick, oh, you
Hetrick.
know them.
Yes,
Hetrick.
I have been on their planes. They're wonderful.
They have 14-year-old Clydesdale gelding Stanley pulling a Surrey with Candace Braxick of McLeod and Margaret Dick of Perry.
What a beautiful white carriage going by right now. Ooh.
Okay, we have Trizzy Gullick right now, and you can jump. Okay, you can jump in and go in the two-seater black carriage pulled by Corbin, a 4-year-old Mustang who was adopted from the Hutchinson Correctional Facility Wild Horse Training Program. Looks like he's doing well suited for this job.
Boy, you know what? And despite the rain, you all, everybody showed up for this.
Okay.
Okay, now we got Gary and Debbie Hodges. And please welcome them. This is their first trip down Massachusetts Street, and they drove 240 miles to be here.
Wow.
And this 5-seat Roberts carriage is perfect for an outing with family and friends. Oh my gosh, it's great. They're kind of coming rapid fire.
Yeah, they
at
are.
this
They're
point.
quick, aren't they? Okay.
Oh, the horses
I
have
love the little
33,
Surrey.
35.
Look at the little
cute.
Little
mule.
Surrey.
Oh, so cute.
Wonderfully decorated. What a great waiting.
This might be a good time to remind
need
our
dash
viewers
horses
to
if
text
it's just
in
a
the
horse
word
by itself.
parade at 44222.
Yeah, to
and
get
that
their
way they
special.
can get that special that
From
Boulevard
Boulevard
Limousine is given away. That would be great. I think it's going to be snowy here the next couple of days,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's going to be snowy here in the next
Yeah.
6 hours. I mean it. There's something
That's the
coming
truth.
in. And okay, there's a few more coming here. Let's see what we got now.
Yeah, I also noticed that each one of these entries has a sponsor for them, so we want to thank each one of those.
True. Well, this one coming now, this is Pat and Sandra Ponton. Oh my God, their horse is adorable. This wagonette is filled with kids and grandkids making their first ride down Massachusetts Street. And maybe that's not them. Pat
Actually,
and
nope.
Sandy are joined by daughter Patty, husband Carrie, and 3 grandchildren, and they're pulled by a span of mules, so that'll be coming shortly. And their sponsor for this is the Red Lion Tavern, which is so much fun.
Yes, just down the street.
And here we have Pat and Sandra Ponton. Their sponsor is the Red Lion Tavern. And this is a wagonette, and it's filled with kids and grandkids making their first ride down Massachusetts Street. Pat and Sandy are joined by daughter Patty, husband Carrie, and 3 grandchildren pulled by a span of mules. Oh, look how cute they are, all those little kids. So look at that. Don't you just love that sound of the horses? That's such my favorite.
All the
sound,
bells.
the jingle
when the bells go
yes.
down.
And I think my favorite, I say that, there's probably going to be a Shetland pony soon, but I love the huge like draft horses.
Yes,
The
yes.
Percherons and the Belgians and the
people. I
Clydesdales.
know these people.
Love them so much. These are beautiful.
Look Look at them.
Well, here comes Howard and Bev Myers, and their sponsor is in memory of Dr. Carl and Dorothy Knox and Yarn Barn of Kansas. This is a restored International Harvester Buckeye grain wagon, last built early 1920s. This wagon was purchased from a family near Sterling, Kansas. It had been in that family since it was new, given to the great-grandparents as a wedding present. The wheels have been reworked with some spokes and felloes replaced, but otherwise it's an all-original wood and hardware. Riding today are members of the KU Equestrian Club.
Okay, so we have a next float coming up. Okay. Okay, here we have Liz Rombach, back for his 10th year. Back for his 10th year as a dazzling diversity. Our first mini horse with a great big heart, pulling an antique cart, carrying Liz. Oh, wow.
That was a red, white, and
there's
blue.
a plane
Red, white,
going
blue.
across
That
right now.
Bill of biplane. That was sweet. Yeah.
He has no problem keeping up with his friend Lacey, and the Kentucky Mountain saddle horse is carrying Bob Rombach.
That's pretty.
Okay.
So it looks like we might have Todd and Christina Reed from the Trading Post.
Coming
Wow,
up
they're
soon.
letting off
Oh, the
some
Trading
colors
Post
here.
is in Olathe, I think. That's a great place.
I wonder if the pilot of the plane that's going over realizes that that can spook horses. And probably not the best idea.
look at that.
do that
It's-
last
oh,
year,
look,
I
but it's
think?
really pretty. It's red, white, and blue. You can see the
Yeah.
smoke trails from it, from where
I
we're
think
sitting.
it's red and green, honestly, though. I think it's
Oh,
supposed to be like
yeah.
You might be
Christmas.
right.
Really?
Red, white, and green. It's Italian.
If
yes.
it was sunny,
Yeah, it was sunny, it would be
we'd see the green instead of blue.
Okay. So I think this one coming down right now, this is Michael Downey has this one. And it's a custom-made Surrey to match the horse. Ah, so great. And this is the Oriad Inn is their sponsor. And boy, what a beauty this group is.
I had the privilege of working with that guy 4 years in college out of a ranch.
Really? I love the top hat.
And next, what I believe we're seeing is Bob Denning and Big Creek Horse and Carriage. And this is sponsored by Mark and Susan Anderson and Elston Auction. And you might be able to hear Mark Elston behind us.
Yes.
And it's a 12-passenger. Well, this probably is not it because I only see 4 people in it.
It's so sweet, though. It's decorated so well.
Yep.
I think there's
The 12-passenger is coming up now. You can see it with the black horses. And that's Bob Denning and Larry Eberly. Larry's mother, Katie, and she's 95, coming down right in front of us here soon. And her daughter, Gloria, and their friends.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
And they've got 2 beautiful feathered horses. They look like Belgians.
This is they're all decorated so beautifully today, too. Oh. That might be the one. That's huge.
Okay.
That's what I...
Yeah. So, a little trivia for those of you.
Yes.
Do you know how they measure the height of a horse?
By
I do.
hand.
By hand. And how much is a hand?
4 inches. 4.2.
4 inches.
Very good.
So you can measure yourself at home, divide by 4.
There we go. Didn't know that.
He's getting wet.
Well, my old horse was 16 hands high, so I
What
was
kind of
really
horse did you have?
I
Or
had
do
a
you have?
buckskin. It was a long time ago, but I had a beautiful buckskin named Dusty, and she was really tall. I did a little bit of racing with her, and another horse named Jody, where I won first place in barrels in the Ilmo show when I was in high school.
Oh, my gosh, you rock star. Again, what have you not done?
Have you
I'm
ridden
on
a
the
horse
St. Patty's
before?
Day parade committee, too.
Oh, that's really great.
I rode my first horse in the summertime. And
This year?
it
This
was
summer?
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
For you.
Amazing.
It's a neat experience, right?
Okay, I used to work at the American Royal,
Oh.
despite not being an equine person, but it kind of made me one. Like, I love the smell
Oh,
of
yeah.
hay and
Yeah, I
straw.
have no problem
and
with
I don't
barns.
mind manure. Oh, no, I love it. It brings back great memories.
Okay, next float we have Richard Reed. This is
Sweet
Hank
little
and
horses.
Willie, owned by Richard and Karen Reed. They are 3 years old, half-flingers,
Oh,
and
they're
the
so cute.
wagon is a 2-seater wooden buggy. So here comes Richard Reed right here.
She's like in the rumble seat.
Yes.
Those halflingers are not near as big as some of the Clydesdale. They're more of a moderate-sized
They're
workhorse.
smaller, yeah.
These are
They're
darling,
smaller.
yes.
They're pretty.
Very pretty. Poor wet horses out there.
Oh, a covered wagon. Fantastic.
Okay, and next we have coming up Charles Carpenter, which is sponsored by the City of Lawrence and Johnny's North Tavern.
Johnny's Tavern.
Yes,
That's one of my clients.
And it's driven by Charles Carpenter, and it's an 1860s covered Dayton wagon that you can see going by there with a couple of wet horses, but I think they're doing all right.
You can see quite a few halflingers because they're not as large. They don't take as much feed to care for them.
Mm-hmm. And those are probably, what, about 13, 14 hands?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that horse.
A couple of individual riders coming through.
This is great. Oh, here comes a beautiful another. Okay, the carriages, the wagons, the sleighs, the surreys. This is like
The fun part,
insane how
right.
great all this is. Yeah. And they're all decked out so beautifully.
Yeah, you have to look at all the wheels on them. The spokes on the wheels are just beautiful, and then a lot of those horses have some hats on them, too.
This one does a little top hat. Oh, gosh.
Okay. Okay, we have Thomas
This is-
Wilden. Come here. He's a 12-year-old Piper. 12-year-old Piper Wilden is holding the line on his doctor wagon used to travel the countryside making house calls. She is our youngest
Aw.
driver this year and is doing a marvelous job. Mom and Dad, Thomas Wilden and Alice Currier, seem to be quite comfortable with their
Okay,
skills.
this one's coming in hot. Look how fast this guy's going here. It's because we're downhill, I guess.
Okay, this is going to be Larry Whitman and Valerie Eggleton. It's a 1900s Peter Shuttler wagon, and it was fully restored by by the driver, who is Larry Whitman. And it's a marvelous example of early craftsmanship combined with some loving care, and it had some beautiful presents in the back.
What number is it?
And that was sponsored by the Leninger family and the Lawrence All British Car Club.
This is beautiful here.
It looks like we've got some folks carrying our American flag. They're dressed up in costume with some Santa hats. It looks like probably quarter horses that they're riding.
Beautiful palomino there.
Yes.
Yes. A group of ladies, I think.
In parades that I've been in on horses, the best time is decorating your horses. So whether or not you're putting glitter on their hooves or braiding their hair
Glitter
and their
on their
manes.
hooves.
Yes, it's so much fun to prep for a horse parade.
Do they? Do you think that the horses know they're getting prepped for something special?
I think
These
they
are
do.
I think they do too.
Pacino Fino horses. Just going by a certain kind of breed.
Smaller breed.
All right. Got a couple of individual riders there following up before our next break.
Well, we're going to take a break here now, guys. It's a good time for us to stop, and we're going to be back with more of the Lawrence Old-Fashioned Christmas Parade coverage, sponsored by Santa Fe Tow and Boulevard Limousine, right after this on TV 25, where there's always something on.
That's right. Hi, Santa.
Welcome back. We are in front of the burger stand in downtown Lawrence, Kansas, and I'm Christy. We're still here with Alexis and Kay and Max, and we're here with the TV25's coverage of the Lawrence Old Fashioned Christmas Parade, sponsored by Santa Fe Tow and Boulevard Limousine. And just want to take this moment and just remind our viewers to make sure and text in the word parade. Text it to 44222. For those of you that are aware, Boulevard Limousine is giving away a pretty awesome gift to our viewers, whether you're watching this as a repeat or live or on Facebook.
Win a holiday package. That's
Yeah,
kinda
holiday
nice.
package. That's right.
Yeah.
So remember, it's text the word parade, P-R-A-R-D-E, to 44222.
P-A-R-A.
Yep, P-A-R-A. What did I say? Did I say it wrong?
pretty close.
P-A-R-A-D-E.
P-A-R-A-D-E, parade.
I'll go ahead and get that started. Lisa Harris and Harris Farms are coming down the pike. They're sponsored by Hedges Insurance and Tractor Supply. It's an early 1900s doctor buggy that we're seeing here, and it's made by Velli Carriage Company and William Velli, who is the grandson of John Deere. So that's pretty cool. Leveling restored. And it has a retired 26-year-old horse
And they got the
pulling
dog
it,
with
and
them,
that
too.
beautiful little white dog.
Oh, another Surrey with the fringe on top, literally.
Did you see the one with the peasants on top?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cute?
This is adorable. And again, beautiful spokes on that wagon, painted up real nice.
Okay, yeah, the next one coming. Look at those horses. All right, what are those? Are they Percherons? What are they?
Which horse? What the
Down here,
that
the
horse?
two there? Or the Clydesdales?
Okay, we
Yeah.
have Mr. Ted coming
Yes,
on.
they're
We call him
rather- look at
Ted.
their-
He just likes to be called Ted because there's no one that can pronounce his last name, as I couldn't either. But he doesn't mind when he's holding the lines on this back and red survey with his wife Amy. Fortunately, he named his horse Pete. Which one?
Beautiful horses. Look at that.
And also
the
notice their
jingle
hooves.
Oh, they
bells.
braided the horse's hair. Do you see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ted and Amy.
I love another white Surrey coming up, too.
Okay, the next one coming down is Harold Jansen with Flat Rock Ranch. And it's Jenny Jansen, and she's driving a V replica filled with all of her family members, and they're wishing us a Merry Christmas. And that is sponsored by Grandstand Sportswear and Glassware and Scotch Industries. And we've got some beautiful large black horses coming up, following up behind them.
And it looks like we have an entry here. It's Austin Needham at the Olathe Trading Post and Pawn. Their sponsor is RCB Bank, and it's the Olathe Trading Post and Pawn. Austin Needham, Weston Bank, Frank
Actually, the one that just went by
Barb
is
Long,
actually,
and Rick Needham.
it's actually also a funeral wagon, if you'd seen
it's
that.
amazing,
Yes,
yeah.
they're really beautiful, and they have glass sides.
I think that is the one that they have at Old Settlers Day as well, and they're in Old Settlers Day is in Olathe, so they always have that one there too. which
Okay,
is
here's
nice.
our next one. Richard Reese. High Wheels Snow Wagon of the Halfling Sisters, Carmen and Courtney. Richard has been in the parade for over 20 years, so we probably have seen him before. We've been here a couple of times.
Just a couple.
So they were talking about 20 years a horse
Uh-huh.
can live up to 30, 35 once in a while. If they're
It's
in
an
good shape.
investment, yes.
What numbers?
It's a very big, large investment that eats
Those are
a
beautiful.
large amount of food.
I think
Let me
those are
tell you,
Belgians.
horses are very expensive.
This is beautiful. They're all
Yeah.
so beautiful right now.
And we've got a couple of walkers. That's some troopers being walkers in this
Did you guys
parade.
grow up with horses? I grew up with horses.
I did.
Did you grow up? I did too. My neighbors had horses, so we didn't have to take care of them. The hard work, we got to do the grooming and the salt block and the feeding and the riding, but I didn't
Yeah.
have to actually,
That's
you
the
know,
hard work.
I
yeah,
did plenty
right.
of mucking of stalls, though, and
Oh,
plenty.
never had a monk a stall. That's one
Oh,
thing.
I've done plenty.
Wonderful.
And I've been in 2 parades where I was the pooper scooper, so I
God
I
love you.
believe I have a.
Someone's
know, I
going to be
think-
busy today.
I think you
according
get you get more applause if you're the pooper scooper than a lot of the people who
Yeah.
are riding the
Oh,
horses,
that's really
though.
funny. Okay.
'Cause, people feel for you when you got to
Yeah,
do that
someone's
work.
got to do it. Thanks for stepping up and
Yep.
not stepping on.
Exactly.
That's a great motto. Oh, that's a beautiful
Okay.
one.
Next up, we have, well, as you can see, 4 horses. I don't have
Are they donkeys?
4 horses on this
Those are
carriage.
mules.
Yep.
Those are mules.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
They're the smaller horses. What'd you say those
Those are
breeds
mules.
were?
Those mules.
Oh, mules, okay.
Wait, can I just say it looks like
The
Stan
first two are
Lee
mules.
It's just
driving.
tiny. Stanley.
It does look
He's
like
back.
Stanley
He
driving.
came back.
Oh, it really
Baked it
does
so it
look
could be
like
here.
Stanley and the Invisible Man.
In an uncovered wagon.
Yes.
That's why I said Invisible Man. Did you get it? Ba-dum-bum. There was nothing in his wagon.
There's a whole group coming down now.
There's a big old group. Some
I
people
like-
are wearing shorts out here.
Hey, Bill,
You need to keep adding layers.
I know.
we know how far, what's the farthest people have come to present? Do we know?
Well, they're coming in from Missouri. They're coming in from all over Kansas.
Well, I remember last year they were like Montana and Wyoming. I mean, it was kind of, I mean, like, wow, they
Okay.
really came far.
It looks like we have our next entry is Melinda Wells with the Red Barn Stables, sponsored by Riling, Burkhead, and Nitcher. 14 years riding in the parade. Good for you guys. Welcome, Melinda Wells, Shelby Miller, Andy Kent, Nicole, Lori Chapman, Denise Parker Timms, Jamie Capel, Tristan Capel, Isabel Harvey, Riley Cummings, and Angelina Grillaw. And I do apologize in advance for some of those pronunciations.
Okay, interestingly, there's some horses going upstream.
Yes.
That's a
They are
beautiful
going
paint
against
there.
it.
Sure is.
They're
Definitely.
the salmon of the horses, I guess. Riding upstream. That's right.
There's another group coming down, too. I love the large groups. I love that they all
Yeah.
showed up for this today, you know, despite the weather.
We have a really large crowd.
All right, coming down with these flags, I believe, is the Dennis Goodwin Kansas Horse Council. They came in from Leavenworth, sponsored by Laird Knoller and Gene Fritzl Construction. And the Kansas Horse Council is the voice of the equine industry in Kansas. And so the riders are some of the board of directors and members, and they encourage you to join them today.
And they're from Leavenworth.
Yep.
Kind of local yokels.
The horse council is from all over the Kansas. You can belong to it.
Excellent.
I think this is a good time to just remind our viewers to, again, text the word parade to 44222. That's PARADE to 44222 so they can be entered to win a wonderful experience with Boulevard Limousine and perhaps get Tim as their driver. I think that would be fun. I think they get 2 tickets for an ultimate tour of Kansas City
Holiday lights.
Holiday lights.
Yeah.
So, and what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a break from the parade, and we'll be back with more of the Lawrence Old Fashioned Christmas Parade coverage just outside the Burger Stand in downtown Lawrence, sponsored by Santa Fe Tow and Boulevard Limousine. You're watching TV 25, where there's always something on.
Okay, now it's...
Okay, and welcome back to Lawrence, Kansas. I'm Christy Porter, along with hosts Alexis and Max and Kay Traver, and here with you for TV 25's coverage of the Lawrence Old Fashioned Christmas Parade, sponsored by Santa Fe Tow and Boulevard Limousine.
And I'm sorry I just gasped, but
Looks
there's a
like
huge
we're
one
getting a
coming right
few
here.
horse apples
Sleigh.
on the street there.
Yes,
Yes,
we are getting some horse apples.
Well, this one you see right now on your screen, this is Mike and Rhonda Bonnet from Bonnet Farms, and they're from Stewartsville, Missouri. And this red Christmas sleigh was custom made, and it can be seen in many parades and history days around the Midwest. Mike and Rhonda also have other vehicles they use for wagon trains and chuck wagon cooking. It's obvious they enjoy historical transportation.
Yeah,
and they're
Santa.
sponsored today by B.A. Green Construction and Explorer Lawrence. That's a beautiful sleigh.
Is that Santa? No, not Santa. Just Mrs. Santa.
Oh, this other one is amazing.
No, there was Santa. so-
Okay, so what we're going to be seeing right here is an authentic reproduction of the Wells Fargo Stagecoach. This is from Robin Dunn and Dunn's Landing and Special Event Facility, sponsored by the Eldridge Hotel Partners and South Homes LLC. Remember this season, it's a season of giving, and that they have Marines representing Toys for Tots and also Blue Santa on this.
Awesome.
And if all goes well, up top, should be the parade director, Elaine, might be up there. We've got a Marine there. Wonderful looking
Beautiful.
coach. And with a few single riders following behind.
It looks like some people are slipping on the apples out there in the street as they're crossing it.
They didn't have somebody like me cleaning it
I
up.
think that's it.
That was a fast parade, you
kind of all
guys.
came in hot, like
Yeah.
rapid fire.
Yeah,
this year.
no kidding. I see people
I hear ya.
crossing the streets, so it looks like we're coming to the close.
Yeah. Well, this is great. This was really, really well attended despite the weather, which
Exactly.
is wonderful. This, I mean, it's always well attended, but I am floored by everybody who showed up. So this is really
Exactly.
wonderful.
So there's plenty of other things that you can do today, and everyone be careful out there for
Yeah.
sure in the slipperiness of everything
right.
and with all the extra
Well,
traffic. So
I hear you.
Of
Thank
the
you, Kay and
apples.
Thanks for having
Alexis.
me.
And with that, we reach the end of the parade and our show. And so TV25 wants to thank our sponsors, Santa Fe Tow, the Burger Stand, and Tim with Boulevard Limo. And thank you again, Kay, for being here.
Thank
It's so
you.
welcome to have you here. And Alexis and Max, we're glad that you could join us as well. And thank you to Bill Woods, our expert on all things equine. So
And one last plug to win a Christmas holiday package with Boulevard Limo. You text parade, P-A-R-A-D-E, to 44222.
actually, Alexis, it sounds like we have a winner already. So Tim, you want to join us?
No kidding.
What's our winner? Who's our winner?
Yeah,
Here.
Come on over here. Yep. Tim's got our winner from his.
Real quick, our winner for the 2 free tickets to the Holiday Light Tour.
Yes.
Your phone number ends 1207, and you have an email address that starts with a W, and we will reach out to you. So congratulations if you are the entry that ends 1207 with an email address that begins with a W. We'll reach out to you. You have won 2 free tickets
Awesome.
on a Holiday Light Tour that
Winner,
is
winner, chicken
redeemable
dinner.
between December 18th and December 23rd.
Great.
You get to choose which one of those tours you want to go on. There are 8 to choose from.
Wonderful.
So a lot of different options there. So congratulations.
That's
Okay,
great,
and
man.
Tim, just as a
Thanks so
side
much,
note,
Tim.
if they don't show up, you've got my
Just
info.
look out.
Yes.
That's right. So just as a
Well,
side note.
Christy, you were asking if the hosts get anything, and the hosts do get a free gift. And so does everybody else. So if you come on the Holiday Light Tour, everyone does get a free gift that they get to take home with them, and I think everyone will really enjoy it.
I love it, Tim.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Tim.
Thanks so
well,
much,
we
Tim.
hope you'll tell your friends about TV25 and today's parade coverage. And don't forget to watch it again this Monday and Saturday at 7 p.m. And, you guys, I'm really excited about this. There's now an app for TV25. Did you guys know about this?
I didn't know about that.
You can download our app at tv25.tv and watch TV25 on your smartphone, your tablet, your PC, pretty much anywhere.
TV25 is now mobile. And
That's
this is my
right.
office, so I
It's
will
perfect.
be downloading it
Yes.
here in just a second when we sign off.
That's right.
That's great.
Well, be sure to like us on Facebook and keep watching TV25, where there's always, say it with me, guys,
Something on.
That's great. All right, guys, have a great afternoon.
Everybody, Merry Christmas,
Yeah,
everybody.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Merry
you.
Christmas, everyone.
Happy Kwanzaa and
That's
Festivus
right.
and all the rest of us. And
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Hanukkah's on Sunday, so all right.
You're amazing.